how does it feel, complete unknown, to have babies by the hottest guys. That was part one. This is part two. I was talking about the prophet Isaiah. There is. Now currently being classical musical composer, Dr. Maestro Isaiah Allen Jackson. And how it happened that I conceived his child, Melanie Lynn Spear. When I saw him in the library of Juilliard School of Music, I thought, my God, that's my match. There was a baby. That was a spark. Because nature is obliged to give Eve, the mother of all living, her heart's desire. I didn't know that. I didn't know just because I said a guy was my match, I conceived a baby. But that's the way it happened. And the baby I conceived is Melanie Lynn Spear, the Queen of Egypt, Cleopatra, goddess of Isis, and she was Awan, the first girl child of Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden, married to her brother, Cain, who is currently Devin Gangadine. To Michelle Birdsong, the mother was an airline stewardess for American Airlines, one of the first black. Devin Gangadine, her son, is an airline pilot. It's all connected, folks. I'm finding the connections. Okay. If you understand the world, I think you'll be more comfortable here. Okay. If you want a happy life, I heard somebody say this on TV, have yourself a happy wife. Okay, what do we got here? W, pleasuring, feeling, Venus, succumbing. Marry Michelle, my baby, in the garden, Madison Square Garden, where Stevie Wonder was and George Harrison was. Bob Dylan, when he came on stage, it blew my mind. He's my double. It was a concert of Bangladesh with Ravi Shankar to raise money for starving Bangladeshis. And it was a highlight concert of my life. It was fantastic. And like I said, when Bob Dylan came on stage, everybody went crazy. There he is, the legend. And let's see what else we got here. What does it say? St. Francis of Assisi, Residence 3. What's this? Order, George Harrison. My sweet Lord. The Lord is D for Dylan. Love, orders, mother, Lord, Bob Dylan. That's interesting. Sweet, my sweet. Eve, extraterrestrial. Ian, that's a baby they have. Ian Gruwall Birdsong. It's a baby she conceived with Bob Dylan, listening to him sing Every Grain of Sand in bed at St. Francis of Assisi, Residence 3. Okay, over here, Jesus Christ came to her in her bed, pleasuring her for 11 hours. This is Jesus Christ, Govinda Singh Dylan. On two different occasions, where spiritual beings having a human experience. And for North Carolina, event North Carolina event. What is it? Getting Even. Tulsi Sahib, the founder of Satmat, was insulted because she was dressed like a homeless person and had missing teeth because she'd been homeless. And the Satsangis, the followers of Satmat, ignored her and snubbed her. So Jesus Christ, Govinda Singh, got even with them. Death. There was death to Satmat. So they can no longer be relieved of their guilt and end their lives by emerging into the sun. They have to keep living, changing bodies forever for what they did to Tulsi Sahib. And Jesus Christ Eve, Tulsi, conceived a baby that day because she didn't let what they did to her affect her. She just got into experiencing Jesus Christ, Govinda Singh, and being thrilled by him. And that created a baby, Arya. Somewhere it's here. Arya Michelle. There it is. A-R-I-A. Arya Michelle. And so that's what that happened. I'll tell you a minute, because what we got here. Song, You're Having My Baby. Paul Anker said this. What a wonderful way to say I love you. And that's exactly what a baby is. A woman loving a man. And that excitement, that heartfelt movement creates new life. It's the power of love. Okay? Sing Bird Song was created. This Sing Bird Song. His mother, Michelle Birdsong. His father, Edwin Birdsong, was Johann Sebastian Bach. He was Irving Berlin. And she remembers the day she created the baby. She thought to herself, her mother said to her that she didn't like boy babies, they steal tires. So she said to herself, if I marry Edwin, our boy child will have something to do. Because Edwin has a skill. He's a musician. So that sealed the deal. He's ideal. And the body went on to create the body of Sing Birdsong. Mozart, George Gershwin. Who else was it? He projected himself as Sly Stone, as the electronic music genius Vangelis. He was also in politics. He was President Harry Truman. Did I say it was Jimi Hendrix? Yeah, the greatest instrumentalist in the history of rock music. And as Sing Birdsong, he's a musician and a singer-songwriter. Here he is in Maui. There he is. His face, you can't hardly see his face. Maui in Hawaii, that's Joe Kniff. She was his mother in a parallel life. She's a co-founder of the group Luscious Jackson. And he toured with them all over the world. And the girl who discovered him, he was teaching her guitar, Gabby Glacier. She was the other founder of Luscious Jackson. So it's all connected. It's not random that we're in each other's lives. We're not first time meeting people. We have karma. Karma rules. Okay. So you understand that Eve, the mother of all living, is